Chunganoff will tomorrow contest his second Wagga Gold Cup. Last year, the Graham Rogerson-trained gelding finished a gallant second to Top Guy in the big race. The 6-year-old is a ball of muscle and his stable believes he's a great chance to go one step better tomorrow.
Looking very well and feeling very well. Yep, he should be very hard to beat in the Cup.
Chunganoff has plenty going for him. He'll be ridden by the informed Justin Sheehan. He's drawn barrier 1 and looks well weighted with 55.5. However, in a quality field, there are many dangers.
Probably the Gay Waterhouse trained Western Approaches. He'd be very hard to beat. She'll have him in tip-top order. And Dupain, I reckon, nice up-and-coming stayer from Nullen Bell's stable. But, you know, I don't think they've been around the track before. You know, he's got an advantage of being around this track.
The Cup is arguably Wagga's biggest event of the year, and a large crowd was at the MTC today for the start of the 3-day carnival. More than 15,000 people are expected to attend the carnival, providing a huge boost to the city's economy. Today was a dream start. Racegoers were out in force, the MTC hoping the perfect weather continues tomorrow.
You know, I know the farming community want rain. I'm a farmer, I need rain, but I think, you know, if it waited till Sunday, if it does wait till Sunday and then rains, everyone will be happy, because this is a big occasion for Wagga, for the business houses of Wagga.
Graham White has selected Sydney stayer Dupain to win the Cup ahead of Western Approaches and Fair Ed. His best bets for Cup Day are Black Festival in race 3 and Try Time in race 4, the Murrumbidgee Guineas. Gerard Guthrie, Win Sport.
It will be a family-orientated day tomorrow for the Murrumbidgee Turf Club's last day of its 1996 Gold Cup Carnival. The 6-race program has attracted good fields. In the feature event, the Club Keno Cup, Falstaff's racing in terrific form. He's won 3 of his past 4 starts, and despite the step up in grade, I could see no reason why he couldn't win. Stablemates My Star Katie and Tembu Star look excellent chances in their events. Tembu Star has had a few runs back from a spell, was scratched from the Wagga meeting on Thursday to be reserved for this event, and I thought he could break through for his second win this campaign. My Star Katie in race 4 has been a little bit disappointing at her past few starts. She can return to the winners list tomorrow in one of the feature events on the program. Graham White, Win Sport.
The largest inland city in New South Wales has swelled for its rich racing carnival, and with perfect weather, the Murrumbidgee Turf Club is abuzz with all the colour and hype of racing, especially on the betting scene, where the bets were flying thick and fast.
Farmer Grey, that's my bet.
No, I've had 3 bets in 3 races and I've lost 3 times. And if I had, I wouldn't tell you. I'm keeping a secret.
But a race meet wouldn't be without the fashion, and it seems hats were the order of the day.
Really nice, a lot of feathers around, I noticed.
I think it's an essential part of racing. Everyone is interested in it, be they the entrants or trainers or husbands, wives, whatever.
And everyone's just got magnificent outfits on, it's amazing.
Another essential element of the race is the bookies, who are out in full force attracting the punters, some winning, others not having their best day.
It's about square at the moment. We got away to a bad start with a favourite that won, and that race was all right for us.
I'm losing. Should be winning, but I'm losing.
Once again, the Wagga Gold Cup is proving the spirit of the races is still strong in country New South Wales. Matthew Cargill, Win News.
was Bedlam of being followed by Hunter Magic, and in that group of horses was Drama Story. And last of all is Jake Kingdom as they settle down and run around the first corner. And
It's been 20 years, almost to the day, since Graham Power returned to the winner's circle at Wagga aboard Gold Cup winner captaincy.
Everything just sort of fell into place on the day, and the race was run to suit him, the horse was right, and he won, yeah, and it was a real buzz because to achieve something like that was just unbelievable.
The win ranks among the best in his 33-year riding career, beating the Metropolitan Invaders a huge thrill.
Oh, well, it was something that I'd never ever pictured doing, like riding a Wagga Cup winner. I just thought it'd be something that, well, not many local riders ever done, but would like to.
Power holds the record for the most winners in the Southern District Racing Association, but at age 51 he's gunning for at least one more, ideally tomorrow's Town Plate.
It's one race that's eluded me. 1 year I probably should have won on Shadaminio. He got interfered with just after the start, and I think he finished 5th, not far from the winner. But apart from that, I've never had a ride in it that I could say would be a real big chance, and he was my chance and I missed it.
While Graham is still chasing his first Town Plate, Victoria Park is an early favourite to win the feature 2 years running. If successful, the Sydney Sprinter will be the first to do so in 20 years. Bookmakers have Victoria Park a 5-2 favourite, ahead of Green Waters and the David Blundell-trained Brimstone. Blundell's other two runners, Zor Eagle and Carvalin, are among the each-way chances, Semi Armu the outsider. With the erection of extra grandstands and marquees, all is set for this year's Cup. It's estimated more than 13,000 people will attend. For those involved in local racing, it's an exciting time.
It's just sort of something that you gear up for towards each year, and when this year's over, they'll start gearing up towards the next one.
Peter Doherty, Winsport.
The first feature event of the Gold Cup Carnival in Wagga today with the running of the $50,000 Town Plate. Sydney sprinter Victoria Park, the favourite, chasing back-to-back Town Plates. We pick up the closing stages.
380-metre mark in the Town Plate, and Apollo Express tackled by Brimstone. Green Waters to the outside. Sir Knight is running on, and Victoria Park is getting into the clear after bullocking clear. Green Waters reached the lead in the Town Plate. Victoria Park out after it. They're followed by Apollo Express, and the Rand it is shooting through on the inside. Green Waters in front. Victoria Park coming with the Rand. Green Waters, they hit it. Green Waters. Green Waters wins the Town Plate from Victoria Park. Close up the Rand.
It's the glitz and the glamour of Gold Cup Day in Wagga that makes it one of the city's biggest days. Not just on the sporting scale, it's a major social event also.
It's really good. A lot of people get out here and dress up. It's good to see.
Mainly social for me, but
yeah, I enjoy the fashion. A bit of betting, a bit of drinking, that kind of thing.
Oh, a little bit of both. I never do any good on the horses, but I'm here for the social life, yes.
Crowds come in their thousands to witness country racing at its best, the carnival attracting top-class horses, trainers and jockeys. And no shortage of form in the fashions on the field either. The Melbourne Cup may well be the race that stops a nation. On a smaller scale, the Wagga Gold Cup comes close to stopping a city.
Huge, absolutely huge. You can't get a bed anywhere in Wagga. The motels are all booked out. The money that comes into Wagga through the Murrumbidgee Turf Club Gold Cup is unbelievable.
It's a big day for local bookmakers, with most reporting a strong turnover. But win, lose or break even, there's always next year. As for the punters...
Hopefully this afternoon go home with a bit more money than I came with.
Officials are already counting 1997 as one of the most successful Gold Cup carnivals ever, with more than 15,000 people expected to attend the Murrumbidgee Turf Club during the three-day carnival. Peter Doherty, Win News.
Traditionally, Wagga Gold Cup carnival time is one of the busiest for the city, with all accommodation booked out. The flow-on from increasing tourism numbers is already starting to show in the industry. With an average occupancy rate of 62% for moteliers, in April the figure soared to 90%, and the trend continued during the Gold Cup Carnival.
Staff at the visitor centre were run off their feet. Their numbers were up by about 60%, the number of people coming through the door at the visitor centre, and Wagga Wagga was booked out. So, you know, the community has a lot to be thankful for with the Murrumbidgee Turf Club, not only because the Gold Cup is such a colourful, fun event, but it brings a lot of money into town.
It's estimated each visitor spends at least $120 per night, a major boost for local tourism. Mr Greeley says all indications show Wagga will continue to thrive as it pursues its bid for the Australian Country Cricket Championships.
We've just yesterday found out that we've secured the state seminar for the New South Wales Multiple Births Association, and that's happening next spring, so that's up to 75 delegates and their families. So wherever we see the opportunity to put in a bid, whether it's a sporting event or a lifestyle event or a business conference, we're interested in working with local people. So yeah, the trend will continue.
It's estimated visitors spend $86 million in Wagga each year. Matthew Cargill, Win News.
It's the biggest event of the year on Wagga's tourism calendar, and already the benefits of this year's Gold Cup are being felt throughout the hospitality and retail sectors of the city. Like the majority of Wagga's 26 motels, the Lincoln Cottage is overflowing with customers.
Yes, I think the whole town is booked out. We're the duty motel for April, and according to the books, yes, all the motels are booked out. It's a welcome change.
The Wagga motelier claiming the drought has taken its toll on the industry, and local operators are grateful for the boost, however temporary it might be.
They have been tough, and I think the next few months will be tough as well. Last year we had and the year before we had the opening of Woolworths, so that brought a lot of business to the town. But this year we haven't got that, and I think we are doing a bit tougher, yes.
Meantime, retailers like Maria Blight are working overtime to cope with the influx of customers who are getting into the spirit of the Cup.
So I've been working in the evenings and nights, early hours in the morning. Big showers in the morning to get going and go. And I think it's going to be a wonderful Gold Cup because everybody's excited, they want to dress and have a little bit of fun. And that's what Cup's all about.
And for those of you who haven't figured out your Gold Cup outfits quite yet, Maria has some hot fashion tips of her own.
Probably black, brown and navy, and a touch of red, which is going to be really interesting. Brighten up the whole darker colour range.
The races continue until Saturday. The Gold Cup field jumps at 4:20 tomorrow afternoon. Gabrielle Wilson, Win News.
Perfect autumn weather brought racegoers out in force today, everyone and anyone to be seen at this year's Wagga Gold Cup. From the height of fashion to outfits a little outrageous, feathers, fur and felt, a sea of colour at the Murrumbidgee Turf Club. While the bookies' ring was a hive of activity, others preferred to sip champagne in the sun, soaking up the Gold Cup fever.
Get together with the girls and just have a good day out, a little bit of champagne and a bit of a bet on the horses.
Gold Cup? Oh, I thought I was at the Melbourne Cup. Oh, I'm a bit early.
Yeah, well, I've only been in Wagga for 2.5 years, so this is only the second time I've been to the Gold Cup. And so this is all a new experience for me.
I think it's wonderful to see that so many people are here today already, and that it's going to be a fantastic day. Yesterday was a very big day, and I know tomorrow is going to be just as big. I think for Wagga Wagga it's going to be one of the biggest years.
Fashion's on the field judges acknowledging its tough competition in the style stakes. A clear idea in mind of what the winner looks like.
It would be winter dressing. Although we have a beautiful sunny day, it is winter fashion. Our judges are very keen to get out there and judge the event.
There was no shortage of hats and gloves at this year's Wagga Gold Cup, and for some, the glitz and glamour was a main attraction.
I'm only here to look at the people and I'm not here to look at the horses.
But some still managed to string a tip together, though they appeared to be few and far between.
Definitely flack jackets come first.
Yes.
It's a hard race. The top weight will be hard to beat in the Cup, but there's 3 or 4 winners and they could win.
Oh, I haven't even looked yet. I haven't studied the form.
Whoever Shane Dye's riding is the horse that I'm going to go for.
He's not in charge.
Oh, he's not. Okay, let's see. Who else do we know?
But win or lose, it seems certain punters will be celebrating well into the night. Lucy Bragg, Win News.
The Wagga Gold Cup Carnival is off and running for another year. The cornerstone of thoroughbred racing in the Riverina again bringing out the fans. However, the action on the track was secondary for a lot of those present, many instead coming for the chance to meet a local legend, 3-time Inter-Dominion champion Our Savancelot. And while it may be strange to see a pacer at the MTC, trainer-driver Brian Hancock says there needs to be more cooperation between country race clubs to ensure the long-term health of the racing industry.
The 3 codes just stick together and we'll hang in there, which we have. This has brought us a lot closer together with the privatisation and trying to close country tracks down, The country people deserve to see the good horses, and I've always been a great admirer of that.
Judging by the number of fans queuing up for a chance to meet the champion, Hancock says the opportunities are there.
And how both codes are sort of drawn a bit closer than more people expect, It's just really good they both got together.
The support racing has in the region is one of the main factors in the success of horses like Our Savancelot.
Some great horses come out of the Riverina, I think they said tie the knots from over Gundagai, and we've got the potential of the climate-wise and country-wise to rear the best horse in the country, in the world, really.
True to Hancock's word, local horses came to the fore in the 1600-metre Registered Clubs Association Cup.
Johns went for home, he's more than 2 clear. Here's Well getting out after Pride Rock now, and they're followed then by Bon Chance. Pride Rock still in front. I don't think they'll pick him up. Little Bon Chance and Well are coming, but Pride Rock's going to be too good, and down to the line goes Pride Rock. Wins it from Bon Chance, tight for 3rd.
David Haywood trained Pride Rock, taking the win, the perfect start to his Gold Cup campaign. Ross Smart, Win Sport. The balls were rolling and all eyes on the men who held the chances of Cup hopefuls in their hands. Local horses fared well in the draw for the $100,000 race. Greg McDermott trained Let Me Pass, drawing barrier 8, right next door to the region's top hope Toro, who will be out of barrier 9. Trainer Norm Shin says Toro has the form on the board to make the most of his favourable draw.
He's got a bit of speed, so he can get out, and Rodney will find a good posse on him early, I hope. Nine's not a bad alley.
Careful not to get carried away, Shin says the unpredictable nature of the Cup is a good reason not to make any rash judgments.
He won reasonably well down there, and he's trained on nicely, so I'm reasonably confident. I'm not overconfident because you can't be overconfident in a race like the Wagga Cup.
Gabrielle Wilkins trained Tonka has also come into contention after drawing the coveted barrier number 1.
Barrier 1 Tonka. Tonka's been running fairly well, so it's always an advantage to draw the rails, so it'll be a chance.
However, top weight Ancient City's odds are short of lengthen after drawing barrier 21, the New Zealand horse falling foul of racing's ever fickle fortunes.
Ancient City fared poorly, the top weight drawing the outside barrier, but that's the luck of the draw.
Ross Smart, Win Sport. The final touches have been put on the Murrumbidgee Turf Club for the start of the Gold Cup Carnival. The festivities to be kicked off with Sunday's Registered Clubs Association meeting, the 7-race program to act as a warm-up for Friday's main event.
What appears now is we've got excellent acceptances for Sunday. Big fields will be the order of the day.
Sullivan says local and interstate trainers have really come to the party, with fields right across the week set to feature trainers and horses with previous Gold Cup Carnival experience.
Richard Freya's got numerous runners, so it's Ray Lawson has brought 12 horses up from Melbourne. He won the Town Plate last year with Expressage, so that's just to name a few.
Amongst the thousands expected to turn up for the start of the biggest week of racing in the region is one extra special guest, 3-time Inter-Dominion winner Our Savancelot. A different arena for the champ, who along with trainer Brian Hancock will show race fans why he's won 3 Inter Dominions in a row.
Any champion is great to have here for the public, and our Sir Vancelot certainly is a champion.
Ross Smart, Win Sport. Top Sydney jockey Rodney Quinn says country racing will struggle to attract big-name hoops if urgent action isn't taken.
I think it's a bit the same everywhere. There's sort of so many races on now. The pressure's on everybody, and a lot of pressure is put on the horses to keep going round, and usually the meetings start falling away.
Local champion jockey Alan Abrahams agrees. He says with the schedules Metropolitan jockeys face, it's only the big money rides which see them come to meetings such as the Wagga Gold Cup.
They've got the Brisbane Carnival ahead of them and all that sort of stuff. You know, they don't really want to be coming to the bush that much unless they've got really good rides, so that's why they come.
The constant pressures and demands on the hoops taking its toll.
And you're riding 7 days a week most of the time. You know, it's pretty hard on you. You're sort of riding every day and you're travelling and trying to keep your weight down. It's not easy.
However, Abraham says despite the pressures of day in, day out racing, the presence of big names at the Gold Cup is a healthy sign for regional racing.
I think it's not going too bad. I'd like more money to be put into racing so that you get bigger fields like today and yesterday. You know, as soon as the money comes, horses come. You know, so it says it all.
And for those who missed the race earlier, here's the closing stages.
Goodwood coming right down the middle, and Torbolino out wide. Goodwood coming down the middle. On the inside, Ronzino and Rainbow Hunter. But it's going to be Goodwood's Wagga Wagga Gold Cup. It's Goodwood. Goodwood racing away, and Goodwood won the cup. Second in Ronzino. Count Scenario probably third, just in advance of Rainbow Hunter. And they were being followed by Torbolino Tonga. They're being followed by Time, third on the fence. Behind them, Pittons, followed by Star Billing. Getting up on the rail is Crows Before Dawn. Wider out is Great Trip, followed by Supreme Butterfly. Hewler Wonder is next in the field as they race past the 300. And Raptor for Ray Lawson is full of running in front, led by more than 2 lengths. Crows Before Dawn is getting out after it now. They're followed by Time and Pittons and Green Waters. Green Waters is flashing home. Inauguration coming right down the outside. Green Waters has come from last, is bursting through. Inauguration out wide. Inauguration got up to win from Raptor. Green Waters, a great finish in the town plate. In behind them, here's the Prince, followed by Pittons. Crows Before Dawn, Trust in Dreams, Dynamic Plays. And they were being followed by Craze Regret. Clear is Ronzino, and Goodwood. Toro can't go on. Goodwood coming right down the middle, and Torbolino out wide. Goodwood coming down the middle. On the inside, Ronzino and Rainbow Hunter. But it's going to be Goodwood's Wagga Wagga Gold Cup. It's Goodwood. Goodwood racing away, and Goodwood won the cup. Second in Ronzino. Count Scenario probably third, just in advance.
A lot of hard work gone into this, a lot of organising, and it's just great to win the Wagga Cup.
All is once again quiet at the MTC, attracting a crowd up over 1,000 on last year. The 1999 Wagga Gold Cup has proved to be one of the most successful on record.
1,200 extra paying people this year up on last year, you know, and with a gate in excess of 50,000.
Sullivan says the shift in format is to thank for such impressive figures.
It's a great formula, it's a great week, and maybe we'll try and look at more things to happen on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to try and build that up.
Increased crowds and takings over the 5-day carnival have given the Murrumbidgee Turf Club plenty to think about for the year 2000. Sullivan says the Cup Carnival will be even bigger and better in years to come.
We've always got to aim higher, and on Friday we'll sit down with all the staff and we'll go through where we can improve and what we can do. You've always got to be able to improve.
Ross Smart, Win Sport.
One could be forgiven for thinking this year's Wagga Gold Cup was a major metropolitan race, with an impressive list of horses and racing identities taking part. The day has continued to grow in prestige, a lineup of classy jockeys evidence of its success.
It's a great atmosphere. It's like a mini Melbourne Cup, and you know, the local people really do get behind it and support it, which is good to see. And you know, it's a great race. It's good prize money, and you know, of course, I've got a decent ride in the race, so it's worth coming.
I've had some good success here over the years, and it's great to get back and ride here again, just renew some old acquaintances and hopefully ride a winner or two.
It's a great racing club, as I said, atmosphere, and a great day's racing.
The $100,000 race attracted an influx of city talent, and despite the increased competition, the locals welcome the visitors.
If they come down, they bring horses down that they think they can win with, so it makes it a bit tougher, yeah.
A chance to see some of the better class horses race, visiting horses, a chance to ride against and watch some of the better jockeys, and the atmosphere with all the crowd and that, it's just you know, just a buzz.
So with big name racing identities and a top field of horses, all was in readiness for the 1998 Wagga Gold Cup. Alan Hole picks up the final stages.